Hey guys, so I want to talk to the future entrepreneurs and I want to talk to the dream chasers, the goal chasers. Being passionate about something you really like doing, I think that's a beautiful thing. Having a talent or skill that you're really passionate about or really good at, I think that's a beautiful thing. But when it comes to what you should or shouldn't pursue, you definitely go to God about that, period. In anything that you do, make sure that your intentions behind it are pure. That is not just for selfish reasons, selfish gain. If you open a business, make sure you give that business back to God or ensure in some way that you're contributing to the kingdom of God and that it's not just your business to make money or for your pleasure and that's it. Or just to like fulfill your lavish lifestyle or whatever. When you're called to do something or fulfill something that God has told you to do, of course the devil is gonna attack you. It may not be an easy road to get there, but you'll get there. And taking shortcuts, definitely not the way to go. There might be things that come against you that you have to deal with and overcome, but don't let that discourage you. And make sure your intentions are pure with your planning as well, because you could be going against the very thing that you're not even supposed to be doing. He may have something else for you. And also in the middle of your plan that you thought you heard God telling you to do, he can change the plan whenever he wants to. Okay? He's God. So keep that in the back of your mind also. If he want to change the plan and change the course, he can at any time. So that don't mean you keep doing what you're doing. And he also might be checking to see if you're obedient. He might be checking your obedience temperature. He might be checking your intentions, your heart posture. He might be telling you to check yourself and for you to make that adjustment. He'll check to see if you're idling this passion or this job. Okay? And then he might put you right back on course if you were obedient, if you handled that well, him throwing you off course or telling you to do something else or do something hard. Okay? Something else to keep in mind is that when the plan doesn't go exactly how you thought it would execute in your mind, that is not the time to go into depression. That is not the time to get frustrated. It's the complete opposite. That's not the time to go into survival mode or hustler mode. That is not the time to lose hope, to lose faith. That's a time to keep pursuing, to keep praying, to stick to the plan unless God says otherwise. It's not a time for you to go into survival mode and plan things your own way or to make it easier on yourself and do things out of desperation and seek your own answers, especially when there's a time limit for you, for what you need or what has to be done. Okay? That just means better, more efficient, effective, specific prayers. That's what that means. When you have something time consuming and when it doesn't go exactly how you thought it would in your mind, that's the time for prayer. It's not the time to let the devil put that pressure on you, especially if you're waiting for an answer that you haven't gotten yet, because the devil would love to take you off balance. So you start going about things in ways that have nothing to do with God and what he told you to do. You start doing things out of anxiety, doing things out of fear and worry. Then you start making rash decisions. You start making mistakes. You start prolonging time, talking to people you don't need to be talking to, involving them in your plans that they don't need to be in, making deals you don't need to make. And instead of going to God, and he's going to put the favor and grace on you that you need, and he's going to put the people in place that you need so you can go through the proper channels of how to get whatever it is that you're trying to get done, especially if you need a lawyer. He can even cut the time it takes in half for what normal people would get done. He can cut your time in half. Okay, that's favor and grace right there. He'll even put people in place to sometimes where you don't even have to lift a finger. If you just go to him, if you just keep your eyes on him, when you put him first, it makes it twice as fast. When you don't, it makes it twice as long, twice the stress, twice the depression. Then you start giving up and thinking that this is not what you're supposed to do. And the people that you've been seeking out or getting involved with to try to help, they've been taking advantage of you and your money, or you're losing money trying to fix the situation. And nothing is rectifying it because you took God out of your plans and you put yourself first. And everything just seems like a waste of time at that point when you do it that way. And another thing, which is definitely the most important, is if you're chasing a dream or a passion more than you're chasing God. And people forget how jealous He truly, really, really is. If you read the Bible, you will know how jealous He is. Okay? And if you're putting this thing before God, nothing but problems. You want Him to bless you for the very thing that you're putting before Him. Not gonna happen. You want Him to bless the business that you've been putting before Him. You want Him to bless whatever you're trying to do, whatever path you're trying to take that you have now made an idol. There's an ungodly passion that people can have for something, especially for people who think they're not good at anything else but that one thing. They think they have nothing else in this life but that one thing. And they spend their whole lives pursuing that one thing. They spend their entire existence pursuing that one thing. And they miss out on life. And to add, by the way, you can ask God to give you passions, to give you new skills, to give you new desires. You can pray for just about anything. So that's one thing you can do if you think you're a one-trick pony, and you don't have to be at all. And at the end of the day, you still got to take care of your house. You still got to take care of your bills. You still got to buy groceries. You still got to take care of yourself. You still have to put your health at priority. Mental health and physical health. You still got to see your family. You still got to pray. You still got to worship. You still got to spend time with your friends and enjoy life. You still got to take care of everything. I mean, you still got to take care of your hygiene. You still got to show the people in your life that they're important. You have to give your spouse attention, your marriage attention. You still got to date. You still got to play with your kids and spend time with them. Don't miss the little moments. You're not meant to chase and die. That's not what this is at all. Do you want to die the greatest hustler alive that nobody's going to even remember? You want an award for the most passionate person alive that never even made it in life? Or do you want to have a great reward in heaven from God? Do you actually want to be prosperous down here on earth? That's where you need to ask yourself, what's important? And for those of you that need a slice of humble pie instead of the prideful, stubborn one that you've been eating, if an opportunity arises that can help, like a little side job or something, if something falls in your lap, or God gives you favor in a little side job or something while you're still pursuing your dreams, ain't nothing wrong with that. But some of you are so tunnel vision that you can't see left or right. You want to do this your way, and it's the only thing that you want to do. Well, how has that been working out for you, honestly? How has that been working out for you, breaking your back for nothing? You obviously need to change something, right? Working your butt off for nothing, going nowhere.